Today I'm going to be going through, why am I so posh? I didn't even talk like that in real life. Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to be talking to you about some tips that I can give you to help grow your YouTube. If you've started YouTube, if you've been doing YouTube a while but how to grow your revenue. And the reason why I am doing this now is because I have seen such a huge growth in my channel. If you are new to my YouTube, then welcome to my channel, and it would be greatly appreciated if you do follow my social media. My Instagram will be just down here for you to follow. I'm gonna start by talking a little bit about my personal experience on YouTube, how I started, etc., and then get into more of the technical details on the hows and how you can literally grow your channel and earn money off growing your channel. So the first question is, when did I start YouTube? So I started YouTube back in June 2016, which seems like ages ago. So it's been about 4.5 years coming up. I remember my first YouTube video as well, and looking back on my first YouTube video, I just cringed to myself. But you know, everyone starts somewhere, and this is exactly why I'm doing this, to try and help you gain a little bit more confidence in uploading content and continuing your growth on YouTube. If you are watching this to, obviously you're watching it to try and grow your YouTube, so whatever. Or you just want to be nosy, you know, who knows? So why did I start YouTube? So I started YouTube because originally I had a music account, and then on my music account, which I still have, I was then thinking, you know, I was getting into the gym and I thought I want to kind of do more of a fitness related channel. So that's why I decided to distinguish between fitness and music. So that's why I got two channels. The same happened on my Instagram. It was literally all of my social medias. I wanted to separate music and fitness. So that's why I created a fitness one. So my fitness YouTube did start off as fitness, and it still is kind of fitness related, but I then became really interested in doing things like hauls, just general lifestyle, and like talking about my life and my competition goals and just things like that. So it became more of a lifestyle channel, and then that is pretty much what it is now, and I still want to help people and grow their channel and things like that. It's a very long-winded answer, I do apologise. This could be quite a long video. So my inspirations on YouTube, especially starting my fitness YouTube, I was watching a hell of a lot of Whitney Simmons. If you follow Gymshark, you will know that she is an athlete. I've been following her pretty much since day one. And you know what the funny thing, and probably a bit embarrassing thing about that, is when I look at my old videos, I actually notice little things I do that Whitney Simmons used to do, and I watch it and I'm like, oh my god, this is so embarrassing. But you know, like I said, we all started somewhere, and you do have to have your inspirations, and sometimes, you know, it's like when you hang around with people and you start to pick up on their habits. It's the same kind of thing on YouTube. If you watch a specific YouTuber over and over again, you're going to pick up some habits, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, because you do want to pick up tips to obviously help your channel grow. And if they're doing something right, sometimes it's best to just like grab some of their stuff and do it as well, you know. So now more of the technical side of stuff. So what equipment do I use for YouTube? A lot of people, I believe, especially when they're quite new to YouTube, is that they think, oh, I've got to spend all this money out on equipment and kit and stuff like that. And I tell you now, you really don't. You don't need to have a huge budget whatsoever. I just want to start by what I use to actually record my videos. I use my iPhone, which the iPhone quality is absolutely fine. It can upload in HD. You can change the settings on the camera to like 4K if you wanted to. The 1080 HD is absolutely fine for what you need it for. When I first started YouTube, I did actually use a proper video recorder. Back then it was a Panasonic. It's one of those flip ones where you had to hold it, the camcorder, and then you had the screen to look at yourself, and you could flip it so you could literally see yourself as well. And that was a Christmas present or some kind of birthday present, whatever, from my parents. And even now, cameras like that don't even cost a fortune. They're about between 100, 150. Obviously, the more spec you get with it, the more expensive it's going to be. But yeah, now I literally just use my iPhone. It's more than enough, and the quality is absolutely fine. With the camcorder video, that did come with quite a good microphone, like actually built in. So some of my old videos that I watched, the quality of audio is absolutely brilliant. With iPhones, you do tend to get a little bit of, well, my speaker's messed up anyway, and it doesn't work very well. So I have purchased, well, again, I got it from my birthday present from my boyfriend. It is off Amazon. It's a Rode microphone. It is USB, nice and easy. I believe it's around £60. So again, not going to break the bank. However, if you do have a fairly newer iPhone, I believe the audio quality and the speaker quality of the microphone rather is actually pretty good. So it might be down to preference. If you don't really want to pay out for a microphone, don't. But it's worth it. The microphone I use isn't directional, so it means that the actual audio will go in one part of the microphone. If you're at the back of the microphone, the audio quality won't be as good, so it's always important to make sure you are directly in front of the microphone, which I am, so it's handy. In terms of lighting, I recently got a studio light off Amazon, again, not expensive at all. And some people, as I used to do back in the day, just use the natural lighting from outside. So it doesn't matter if you do your video in the morning, in the evening. If I want to do video like this, it's literally so easy. Put up my studio light and bam, it's literally done. And the last one, in terms of the tripod, again, Amazon, I got it off. I pretty much get everything off Amazon. They're very inexpensive, so you'll be able to literally set up your tripod wherever and just use that. I do also use so with the it actually does connect with the camcorder, so you have to get an attachment to work with your iPhone. So I'll show you a spare one that I do have that I use as well. So this is it. This is my iPhone, what do we call it, attachment to put your iPhone in. Again, pretty straightforward if I'm honest. So with this, you just put your iPhone in there and then you just twist it according to the size, the width of your iPhone, and then this bit screws on to the tripod. So again, very cheap, effective way to do your videos, rather than like holding your videos all the time, which, you know, I do still, depends on if I'm outside. I will tend to just hold my video. Some people have the little tripod that like can hook around any kind of surface and it's a bit bendy, but I've just got the standard tripod and the attachment. The last one for the technical side is how I edit my videos. I use Final Cut Pro on my MacBook. You can also use things like iMovie. That's pretty much the only one I really know other than Final Cut, just because I've had a Mac since the day I started YouTube. So if you have Windows, I'm not entirely sure what it is you can use to edit. But I'm sure there's plenty of programs out there that you can edit and they're free as well. I would go into more technical details about editing Final Cut Pro, but that's kind of another video, and it would make it really, really long-winded. So in terms of very basic stuff, effects and that, do you know what, guys, I don't use any effects in my videos. I'm not one of these wacky YouTubers that will put like sound effects on, and I just record my stuff, cut it where there might be silences, so you just see like a snippet back to back, and that is pretty much what I do. I might adjust the lighting slightly just to like increase the lighting if the lighting is still a little bit dim. Apart from that, I don't do anything to my videos. Back in music, I download all of my songs off no copyright music on YouTube. There is absolutely loads. And then I just convert it from YouTube MP4 to MP3, download it, put it over the top of my Final Cut. That is all I do for video effects and editing. My thumbnails, I use a website called Canva. I have got the pro version. I believe it's around £7 or £8 a month. It's not that expensive. You can cancel any time, and you can also pay for a year up front. It does work out slightly cheaper if you do that, but I just do it monthly. And then with that, yeah, you can create all your thumbnails. My thumbnails, again, aren't really, I wouldn't say professional. They are straight to the point. With thumbnails, you just want it to be catchy to the eye, clear, don't have too much writing, not too many pictures, and just make people want to click on your video. So usually the title of someone's video is different to what the YouTube says. The YouTube thumbnail, rather, the thumbnail itself you really want to draw people in with the thumbnail, so have slightly different wording to your title. So for example, this thumbnail will include things like my first YouTube paycheck and 1 million views, just to get people to try and click on it, if that makes sense. So that is it for the technical side and the how I edit my video side of things. So now we are on to more of the creative side, which is probably one of the reasons as well why you clicked on this video. So some people ask me, how do you get started? How do I get started on YouTube? Like, give me some tips, Shan. So my first tip would be, just get started. That, I can't give you any better advice than that. So when I first started YouTube, I'm pretty sure I had this thought of, oh, I don't know what to do, where to start. And it just came to me that My passion was fitness, so you need to find a passion as well to obviously get started. So whether it's lifestyle, whether it's informative or educational, whether it's I don't know, like fashion, beauty, fitness, anything. Mine was obviously fitness or music. Have a passion and then just do your first YouTube video. Like maybe do one about tips, one to help people, one to show people a workout, one to show people what you like to do with your makeup and your hair. Just find something that you're passionate about and just start. That's literally the best advice I can give you. Everyone's first YouTube videos aren't going to be great. You will experience a lot of stuff as you do your YouTube videos. You'll realise some of the bad habits you used to do. As I watched some of my old videos back and I'm like, why did I do that? The editing was just not great, and I'll probably watch this in a few years time and think, oh my gosh, what was I thinking? But comparing my videos now to what it was like back then, the difference is crazy, but you do just learn with experience. And also find what is currently trending. So that's quite a few videos that I've done recently. I've looked at what is quite popular with some of the people that I follow on Instagram and YouTube, and a lot of the videos that I see trending are things like the hauls. People love a good try on haul, especially for brands. People aren't sure, you know, what to make out of the brands. You can be that person to do a review. A little tip if you are doing try on hauls, there's been plenty of times where I have bought the clothes, tried them on for the video, Primark is a prime example, and just refunded the item, send it back, providing you don't obviously get the clothing dirty or broken. You can literally do that and it saves you money as well. So yeah, the try on reviews I realised were so popular, especially the bikini ones, and that is what I do have a lot more views on those channels as well. Also look at what you can do differently, and what I mean by that is, for example, my sunbed video, there was no video on YouTube, probably like 1, 2 max I could find. I wanted to know tips about how to use sunbeds and the best advice for using sunbeds. My video that I did on that, I did 2, one ages ago and then an updated one because it literally did change and my information did change and my experience, and that is something that no one else did. So that's why those videos are taking off, because they're unique. That's my word, make it unique. Okay. And ask yourself, what is the worst that can happen if you start your YouTube? Like, what is it you're waiting for? What is it that you know, asking people, oh, I don't know how to get started. What is it exactly you're not sure why to get started? Is it because you're just not sure what to do? In which case I've just explained the kind of things you can do. Or is it just something in your mind and you're just like, that devil in the back of your head is, you know, putting you down, saying, oh, you're not going to be able to do this. Consistency is key, and I will be getting to that on how to grow your YouTube channel, but definitely just get started and just try not to worry about those voices in the back of your head. Now we're on to the pay bit. So how do you get paid on YouTube? Now, if you are a fresh YouTube channel, there are certain requirements that you need to meet in the criteria. So you need to have 1,000 subscribers, and again I'll be coming on to how to increase your channel growth organically, and you need to have 4,000 hours of watch time. Again, organic watch time, not just like people pay for subscribers, pay for watch time. It needs to be all organic, and YouTube can just tell that. And you also have to hit $100 before you actually start being able to earn on YouTube. So there's that's the threshold, and you need to hit that, hit the 4,000 hours watch time, hit the 1,000 subscribers, and then you'll be able to start earning YouTube you'll start to, oh my god, what's happened? You'll be able to start earning money off YouTube. So once you've hit that criteria, you then do have to send off your request, and it takes about 30 days for YouTube to approve your request. So then once you are officially a partner, or it's the YouTube partner program, once you are a part of that, which is just so exciting, you can just start earning money off YouTube. There are certain things that you have to do on your channel, so you have to start monetizing your channel. There are tabs on your videos where you can monetize your video. So here you can choose certain ads on where to put your ads. So if you want it before, if you want it after, if you want mid-roll ads, which are I believe only 10-minute videos or longer, but you don't want too many ads anyway because people won't watch it. You do also have to make sure that you own everything in the video. So about the background music, if it's not your own music, don't quote me on this, but some of the videos that I've put up that isn't no copyright music, I haven't been able to monetize my videos, and sometimes your videos can be limited to what ads are on there. I'm not saying every video that you put music on that's not copyrighted, you won't earn money. That's a bit of a wishy-washy subject for me, so you might have to look into that a little bit more. That's as far as my experience goes by putting copyrighted music onto my channel. That's why I would always recommend just put no copyright music on your video for background music, and you're pretty much safe to go. So here's my tips on how to grow your channel. So my first tip would be to be consistent. So somebody asked me, how often do I post? And the answer to that is, how often can you post? Everyone's time available is obviously different. People have full-time jobs, people don't have as much time as other people, which means that you have to really organize your time wisely. Now, if you want to post one video a week, you can either have literally one day to post and edit. Remember, editing takes a huge part of your time as well. Sometimes actually it is longer than the time you take to record your video. So if you want to post once a week, see how many, if you had 2 days off, maybe just one of those days you can use to record and edit, and then you obviously have your other day off to do whatever you want. But sometimes that can be quite a bit of a workload, especially if you're doing it every single week. But that is a good way to do it. Even post every 2 weeks, 3 weeks, that's fine. If you're going sort of 2-3 months without posting a video, then it's probably, you're probably not going to see the growth in your channel as quick as you really want it to be. I'm not saying that I have been consistent over the past 4.5 years, because I haven't. There's been 3-4 months ago where I haven't posted anything, and sometimes I get to post about 5 videos in 2 weeks, like now. It just depends on your timing, so really plan your time. And even if you did 1 day a month and you recorded 3 videos, that's given you 3 weeks worth of content. Or if you post every other week, it's given you 6 weeks worth of content. So I hope that's not too confusing, but I would just say stay consistent and try and upload as much as you can, for sure. And sharing your channel. So I have been sharing my channel since day dot on Facebook, my Facebook pages, Instagram. Obviously you can literally promote your Instagram all the time on your stories, however you want. And that just gets, you know, your friends to start looking at your stuff, then your friends will share, depending on the content of your videos, they'll get their friends to share and their friends to look at it as well. And word of mouth is a huge one. So even when I'm talking to people and they say, what do you do? And I say to them, oh, I'm a YouTuber, which effectively I am a YouTuber. And you can call yourself a YouTuber. It doesn't matter how many subscribers you have. You almost have to, you can manifest that stuff, you know? You say you really believe that you are the YouTuber that you want to be, then you will manifest that into your life. You have to live your life or your dream life as if it's right now. Law of attraction, we love a bit of law of attraction. So yeah, so consistency and just share. They are the 2 key things about how to grow your channel, because that's pretty much what I've done. I've never, well, you can market it if you want to on Facebook and Instagram and do promotions. Personally, I've never used a marketing tool in my life for, well, the past 4 years, as if I've been doing YouTube for like 10 years. I've never used a marketing tool. I never really look elsewhere at getting subscribers or views from anything other than organic. That is life, just key. It's just key. Organic is the way. And this is a very interesting one. I actually learnt this one this morning before I did this video, and I think it is quite a misconception. It definitely was a misconception for me. The misconception is, do you need more views on a video in order to earn more money? A lot of people that are watching this probably think, yeah, the more views, the more money. I'm gonna get more views because I want to earn more money. And that is not the case. In fact, I've got some stats on my video that I'll be putting up here as well for you to see, to prove that my most popular video, which is the 2017 bikini swimwear haul, that has nearly 700,000 views. That has been taken off huge, like a huge amount recently. I can't believe it myself. Now, cost per mil, which actually means cost per 1,000 views, but I don't know how why they word it like that. Cost per mil is actually the the stat in how much money you get paid per 1,000 views. Now, you'd think that because it's 600,000 views, I'm gonna get paid more. That's not the case. In fact, I get paid less from that video than I do from my most recent swimwear video, the Shein swimwear haul. I get paid way more on that one than I do my 600,000 viewed one, which is crazy. And there are factors to this, believe it or not. So one of the factors is the watch time of your video. So if you have a higher watch time on a video, then you are going to be getting more money per 1,000 views as such. Also the duration of your videos, and the reason why this is important is because if you have a video longer than 10 minutes, you can actually add the ads in the middle, which is what I was saying earlier. So you can have a before, most videos have before the video ad, then after the video ad if you really wanted to, and then during. If you have it more than 10 minutes, you can place more than one ad during your video. Obviously, don't go crazy, because the more ads there are in a video, people aren't going to want to watch them, and you're going to miss out on your watch hours, your watch time. And to increase your duration of your video, if you are struggling to hit the 10-minute mark, you can do things like bloopers at the end or the beginning. You could do a little questionnaire, just a bit of extra entertainment. I'm sure everyone can make the video up to 10 minutes if they really want to do, or just talk a lot like me. And also the audience that is watching your videos can affect the rate in which your cost per view changes as well. So I believe that the Philippines, for example, they pay less for their ads. Places like the US pay slightly more. So per ad, say for the Philippines, might be I think it's in dollars, $1.96. US might be something like $4 per 1,000 views. So it really does depend on your audience and where they live as well. With audience too is age. So if your kind of go-to audience is around 20, 30, you'll probably be getting paid slightly less than if your audience was say 40, 50, only because the kind of ads that are shown to those people on your channel, they're gonna have the time to like click on it, buy it, bit money to spend, money spare to spend. It all is a little bit, again, wishy-washy, but they are kind of key indicators as to how to increase your cost per 1,000 views. And that is actually a really positive thing, because a lot of people do think, oh, I've got to get so many views. And yeah, obviously it is exciting to get 1 million views on a video and whatnot, but it is all about the quality of your video, where it is being shared, and just things like that. It's all about the tactics that you use to obviously enhance your video and viewing. And that is the video wrapped up. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you got as much information out of it as possible. If you have any further questions, then please message me, drop a comment below, and I will do my absolute best to answer it. But I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.